Do you believe that the NFL is helping the Chiefs? And at this point, I don't know how you say anything other than that. And we're going to run down the laundry list of Josh Allen got the first down. The official running in from the Chiefs sideline says he didn't. You can look at the Xavier Worthy play. You can look at the Travis Kelce play. There are half a dozen plays in the AFC Championship game where the Buffalo Bills got absolutely hosed by the NFL officials. And you can't just turn a blind eye anymore. It's not coincidence anymore. You look at some of the hard statistics, the roughing the passer calls. In this 8-game playoff winning streak, the Kansas City Chiefs have 0 roughing the passer calls against them. Their opponents have 8 roughing the passer calls. It's not accidental anymore. I don't know what the NFL is accomplishing here. Does the NFL believe that putting the scumbag Kansas City Chiefs in the Super Bowl is going to bring them a larger TV audience? Maybe that's what it is. But here's what I know. The Kansas City Chiefs did not win that game on their own last night. The Kansas City Chiefs got an enormous amount of help from the NFL officials. And Jake, as an NFL fan, I feel cheated by it.
Yeah, I mean, I think that this whole Chiefs NFL thing is, I would agree, like, you can't run from it anymore. You know, you can't sit here and say it's not going on. And you know, for anybody who watched that game, you know all these plays that we're about to go over. You know the dynamics that were at play. And I think that the issue that I have with this is that at some point, like, we being, you know, the collective fans and the people who support the NFL by watching the game, you know, at some point someone's got to do something. And you know, I'm watching this game last night and I'm sitting here saying, like, yeah, you know, this is a really good game. Like, this is a high scoring game. It's a close game. It's everything you'd want out of an AFC Championship game. The problem is in my opinion, the only reason it's close is because the Chiefs are getting a lot of these calls. Like, you look at the game itself, and I'm sitting here saying, hey, well, if the Travis Kelce taunting situation doesn't go down, right, and there's not an extra 15 yards there, if, you know, you don't have penalty here, penalty there, that sets the Bills back, what kind of position are the Bills in to go out and get first downs and put more points on the board? So, you know, I really struggle with it. And yes, I do think that Spags deserves a lot of credit for end of the game execution. You know, that Kincaid play, he caused chaos with the corner blitz, and he deserves a lot of credit for that. But I'm not going to sit here and say that somehow the Chiefs are just miles better than the Bills. And this is just 8 years of domination, and the Chiefs are just better than everyone, because it's very clear on the field when you watch the game, they're not actually that much better. Like, things that stand out to me, Travis Kelce isn't the same guy. We're not talking about 100-yard Travis Kelce games anymore. We're talking about Travis Kelce in the end zone taunting a defensive player and getting their defensive lineman to draw a penalty. That's how we talk about Travis Kelce now. We don't talk about Travis Kelce dominating the game. And to me, one of the biggest differences between these two teams that's making it worse is the draft. The Chiefs went out and got Xavier Worthy through the draft, and the Bills don't really have the take the top off the defense guy. Like, if I said, hey, do you know who Hollins is before last night? You said, no, I have no idea who that is. Like, you don't know who that is, but he balled out last night. So I just think that the refs are the biggest issue from last night, but I do think that the Bills have a couple of things that they could do to improve their chances, and I hope that
I don't
happens.
even think that's the conversation. Should Dalton Kincaid have caught the football? Yes. Yeah. Was it some special play by the Chiefs defense? Absolutely not. No, it was not. The biggest issue that I have, like, you look at the first down. This is obviously the most controversial play of the game. He clearly had a first down. You look at the official at the bottom of this graphic, this picture. He is running in from the Chiefs sideline, marking it a yard short. You look at the official at the top, running in from the Bills sideline, marking it a yard past the marker. And they ruled against the Bills on that, and the ball went back to the Chiefs. I don't know and then before the game, you had Patrick Mahomes mugging up with we should probably go back to, then you have the Xavier Worthy Cole Bishop play. Neither one of them has possession of the ball and the ball hits the ground. By rule, that is an incomplete pass. Did they review it? Yes. They ruled that Xavier Worthy caught the ball. The ball on video replay clearly hits the ground. Nobody has control of it. You cannot discern who has possession of the football when it hits the ground.
Yeah.
By NFL rule, that is an incomplete pass. They review it, and they rule that Xavier Worthy caught it. When there is zero video evidence that shows they caught it. Either Cole Bishop or Xavier Worthy. Incomplete pass. By the letter of the NFL rulebook.
Well, and I thought what was interesting, too, is like when the play's happening, before they review it, they ruled in favor of Worthy. They said that on the field that he had caught that, and they only ruled that after those two had a wrestling match on the ground for the ball.
I don't understand it. And then how do you not catch this? How do you not catch it? I don't understand it. I truly do not.
Yeah.
But the mind-baffling part about this right here is, and all 8,000 of you who sent me the tweet, where, I mean, so many people pointed this out. We have technology that can determine whether it's a first down or not. And yet we are using human beings and chains to figure out if it is a first down. We're spotting the ball by the opinion of human beings who clearly got it wrong.
Yeah.
But in tennis, we know, hey, that ball's in or out. Like we have goal line technology in soccer, but we don't have the ability, and they won't put chips in the football to figure out if it crossed the line.
Major League Baseball going to it, right? With the strike zone. Like, it's not hard. It's not rocket science.
I am shocked by it. And do I think that soft-ass cheating Patrick Mahomes, who gets a ton of help from the NFL and is a scumbag like his brother, who sexually assaulted people in a bar on video, allegedly? No, I think Patrick Mahomes is a very good quarterback. I think that Josh Allen would have a very different legacy if the NFL was not involved in how this game ended. And I feel bad. I think that Josh Allen is the aggrieved party here.
Yeah.
Because now you have conversations like we had on Friday on this show. And I think I even told you guys on the show, I do not believe that the Buffalo Bills will win this game because the NFL will make calls to make sure they do not.
Yeah, you did say that.
And that's exactly what happened. Is Josh Allen at fault for this loss? Can Josh Allen finally win a big game? I guess the answer is no. He goes 22 of 34, 237, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Patrick Mahomes, who is regarded as a hero, and 18 of 26, 245, 1 touchdown. Almost identical numbers, QBR and rating.
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes is a hero. Josh Allen is a scapegoat. And is it cheating?
I think it's not cheating per se. I don't blame Mahomes. I didn't like the flopping thing. I didn't like the behavior last week.
It's the bullshit at the goal line with Travis Kelce.
The Travis Kelce thing is so over the top.
You have Damar Hamlin, who, again, I would like to point out, and it's not Damar Hamlin. His body double.
Right. Obviously.
Damar Hamlin.
Thank you for putting respect.
Remember, he died on the field and everybody, was faking that he's alive. Apparently.
Right.
Damar Hamlin's body double
Right.
is playing a hell of a pretty good football game. And Patrick Mahomes is running into the end zone. And Damar Hamlin, a safety for the other team, the Buffalo Bills. And I know this is crazy talk, you guys.
To hands at 10-2.
A safety for the other team attempts to tackle Patrick Mahomes before he gets into the end zone.
No. What?
So Travis Kelce taunts Damar Hamlin and then flops and draws an unnecessary roughness penalty because Damar Hamlin tried to tackle Patrick Mahomes. Okay, yeah, makes perfect sense at the NFL. There's no way they're helping the Chiefs, right? No taunting when he's clearly taunting,
Yeah.
but he flops and he gets an unnecessary roughness call against the Bills. Okay, you figure it out.
Yeah, I mean, I think that the NFL is clearly trying to create storylines here, right? Like,
Is this Tay-Tay?
No, I don't think this has anything to do with Taylor Swift.
Are
No.
you sure?
Yeah, I think that this is the NFL wanting to have another Tom Brady type storyline to talk about, where Tom and Bill dominated for all those years, and hey, it's them against the world, and that's what the NFL wants. I mean, that's what this is. I mean, Patrick Mahomes hasn't lost really anything significant since he lost to Tom Brady in the AFC Championship game. So to me, I just sit here and I say, yeah, you were right. And no, it's not really surprising, but it is disappointing. I finally, Josh Allen hasn't thrown interceptions, hasn't just given the game away. Like, actually, I thought played pretty well, all things considered. Like, he was running for his life most of the night. The protection was not good, yet somehow it's a close game. Like, how are we not talking about this? Like, his protection was not good, yet they're still taking the Chiefs to the wire, dropping 30 points on them at their place, and against the officials, against bad protection, like all that. So I thought Josh played well. I thought that the Bills overall, for most of this game, were right there. I was like, hey, this is a close game. You're as close as you've ever been. You need one play here to sort of swing things. And I really thought after the second Hollins touchdown that you were going to take a real run at winning this game. And then it kind of went sideways for you.
Again, I will just point to ESPN stat guru, Paul Hembo, who is, I actually think his title is Director of Stats and Information at ESPN. Roughing the passer against the Chiefs, 0. Their opponents, 6. Unnecessary roughness calls, Chiefs 1, opponents 4.
Yeah.
That is inarguable that the NFL is helping the Chiefs. You can't have it. And what is amazing to me is Chiefs fans will tell you that the scumbag Kansas City Chiefs are, we're just a better football team. How do you make that argument when the statistics do not back that up? How do you, as a Kansas City Chiefs fan, argue against the idea that you're only winning games because the NFL is making calls for you? How can you even make that argument anymore?
Yeah, I don't know how you can make that argument. I think that, Chiefs fans, listen, Chiefs fans want to tell you, hey, like, we're like this narrative all year long that's been pushed. Hey, the Chiefs are the best team in the NFL in one-score games. They've been winning one-score games all year long. Well, maybe it's not that they're actually the better team. Maybe it's that they're getting the call when they need it that gives them yet another opportunity to go down and score. And it's amazing. We're watching this game, texting about it last night, and it happened again, right? Chiefs are about to go off the field on offense. What do we get? Penalty. Puts them right back on the field, go down and score. Like, we've seen this time and time again.
And it's always in the favor of the Chiefs.
So I just think that the real conversation that I think has to be had is, like, at what point do people start getting burned out on the Chiefs? Because I'm there. I've been there. I would,
and if you could pronounce their name correctly, please. It is the scumbag.
Yeah.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah. When are we tired of the scumbag cheats? Winning constantly. Like, so many people want to point out, like, hey, the NBA ratings are down, or hey, like, baseball ratings are down, or this or that. Like, at what point do we say, like, man, I'm not interested in Chiefs Eagles, bro? Like, Jalen Hurts, I like you, dude. You're a great quarterback in the league, but you're not, like, the Eagles are not like, oh man, I got to see it. Now, if you said, hey, Bills Commanders, that I would be here for. That's fresh blood in the Super Bowl. Rookie sensation getting his team to the Super Bowl, like Josh Allen. Like, yeah. Okay, cool. Like, now I got some new things to kind of talk about and go through. but we know how this is going to go. Don't tell me.
Does it, before we get to your comments, because I want to make sure that I'm not the only one saying this. I hope there's somebody in the comment section supporting me. Single person. Does this diminish your enjoyment of the NFL? And we on this show have done the college football versus the NFL.
Yeah.
Does this diminish your enjoyment of NFL football?
Yeah, it diminishes my enjoyment of Chiefs games, plain and simple. And the problem is they play in huge games all the time. And it used to be, hey, well, they just get this favorability in the playoffs.
Yeah, he's just jumping. He's constantly, false starting Jawan Taylor.
Yeah, like that's where this all started, the Jawan Taylor thing. That's when people started paying attention. But this season, it's been all season long. So, yeah, it has been frustrating. I'm sick and tired of rolling up, talking NFL, and everyone always say, hey, did you see the Chiefs? Hey, did you see that call? This call? Like, okay, cool. We get it, dude. Like,
did you see the 4 Chiefs defensive linemen in the neutral zone on the 4th down play with no flag?
So let me get this right. You didn't penalize them for lining up in the neutral zone. Then Josh goes ahead and gets the first down, and you don't give it to him. Like, I guess it's just tough because I watch other games, and they're officiated completely differently. Like you look at some of the best crews doing other games, like the Ravens game, the Mark Andrews drop, that game. Like that game was officiated totally differently than this game was. And you can see the difference. You can see, hey, like one of the biggest phenomenons that happens watching these games side by side. Oh, hey, he's holding down, the Chiefs defender is holding down this guy's arm. Yeah, they're not going to call that. But you do that in this game, they're going to call that. Oh, hey, like they lined up in the neutral zone, got to call that. Nope, not calling that. Like in the Chiefs game, you can predict when they're going to skip calls or when they're going to make calls they probably shouldn't. And I'm watching the Xavier Worthy play happen. I'm like, yeah, this is going to go the Chiefs' way. It's going to go the Chiefs'
every
way,
time,
right? Like that it's going to go their way. And so that's what's difficult when you ask me, like, hey, does it ruin my enjoyment? Yeah, because
it absolutely ruins mine.
There's no doubt. What's going to happen.
It's not every once a year. It's every playoff game.
Yeah.
And really every game during the season.
Every game this year.
On the controversial first down play, on the 4th down where Josh Allen was ruled not to have gotten it, look at these 4 Chiefs defensive linemen in the neutral zone, which is, for those of you who don't know, essentially there is the football and there is a line from each side of the football straight out to the sideline. You are not allowed to have any part of your body in that neutral zone. And you can, across the board, the Chiefs are in the neutral zone.
Karlaftis is the most egregious one.
And not only did they not call it, then Josh Allen gets the first down, and one guy says it is, and the other guy says it's not. And you're telling me it's not fixed. That, and I lost Prize Picks by 2 Josh Allen yards last night.
Yeah.
Dalton Kincaid makes that catch. Pimp ass is a winner.
But again, they should have never been in that position.
I agree.
Right? They should have never been in that position. And that's what, when you talk about enjoyment, we always talk about on the show, hey, we look forward to big games. We really, we get into this time of year, right? Where like basically as football fans, once November gets here, hey, this is big time football season now, right? Like we're playing the big games in college. We're playing meaningful NFL games that are going to impact the playoff picture all the way through to the Super Bowl. And now every single week we get to talk about the Chiefs and the officials rather than, hey, you know what? Like Spags had a great plan on defense last night. I thought it was an elite plan. Like lived up to it as usual, brought tons of pressure. Bills didn't know how to handle that, put Josh Allen in tough positions. Spags deserves a lot of credit for that. But I can't talk about that because I'm too busy talking about all these screenshots with the officials. That's what ruins the experience.
Yeah. Anyway, it is what it is. I think it is amazing that we're even having to have this conversation in a major sports league where I've argued it's not fixed. I don't know how you argue it's not fixed anymore. I mean, it really is. The scumbag Chiefs getting these calls every single week absolutely lessens the enjoyment of the game. And I don't know what to say to Buffalo Bills fans today. And as usual, our resident Buffalo Bills fan, Big Daddy Magic, I feel for you this morning, dude.
Thank you, player, for your condolences. Fourth quarter, we had the first down. They marked it short on purpose. The Kansas City Chiefs, you gotta blow them out. Because in a close game, the referees will give them a blow job and bail them out. Donald Trump opened up the records on JFK, Robert Kennedy, and Martin Luther King investigations to see what really happened. 61 years from now, they're going to see that there's a cheese conspiracy, but I won't be flipping alive. I'll be dead with flipping bars on my grave because women want to take my huge genitalia for souvenirs.
This is how crazy fans get watching Chiefs games. You want to know how crazy Bills fan gets? That's how crazy Bills fan gets.
Wait, did he say use genitalia? I believe he did. He compared this Chiefs conspiracy to JFK and Martin Luther King.
Okay.
That's our guy.
I
don't even know what you say about that. I don't even know what you say about that. Kay Sumbry for $5. Good morning, Kay. Still haven't done anything in the portal. It's like the SEC argument, Monty. They get the benefit of the doubt because they've been dominant so long.
No, see, I disagree. I disagree with that, Sumbry. The SEC in the college football playoff meeting room does get some favorability, but they win those games straight up. They're not getting all these calls and like gifted extra down. Like we don't see that in college football. There's a difference, right? Kansas City has won and been so dominant because they're getting all these calls on the field. I don't have any question about it. If these games were officiated straight up, I think the Chiefs are a 9-win team at most this season. You can go back through their schedule. There are multiple times where they got a call that led to 7-10 more points in that game.
There was one guy on Twitter last night. I think he claims to have counted 56 different calls this year that helped the Chiefs score points. And I don't know if I don't think it's 56, but in these playoff games, there have been at least 4 or 5 that have directly led the Chiefs touchdowns.
Yeah.
Directly led to it. So, okay, I'm not saying you're wrong. I just don't know that I can get down like that. I don't know. Real Pete Forte, hello. Michael Smith.
Mike.
Mountain Mama, no NFL team I want to win won. Well, yeah, part of my lack of enjoyment is the Bears are terrible. So now I got 2 teams left that I don't want to win. However, I dislike all the KC stuff, but I hate Philly. So go Chiefs.
I guess.
Okay. They just see what he's. I'm not sure. I dislike the KC stuff, but I hate Philly. So go Chiefs. Chefs. Okay. Steely. Oh, Steely. We got to talk about Jim Knowles. I guess I will root for the Chiefs since 3 in a row has never happened. Refs love the Chiefs. Okay. Harry Austin, our great San Antonian. Hello. The NFL has a big problem on its hands with how the Chiefs seem to get every call when it matters.
Yeah.
Exactly. Angry Phil Venzer. NFL equals National Fraud League. Okay. That said, the Bills not kicking the extra points.
Yeah.
I think teams in this league do not handle 2-point conversions very well at all. But hey, everyone knew that would come back and hurt them when they did not get the 2-point conversions. Totally agree. Welcome to the nightmare. Hello. Phil Venzer, the owners need to fire Roger Goodell. Why? He's making them billions of dollars.
That's the point. They're making tons of money because of this.
Yeah. How tennis can get a call in or out by a millimeter, but the NFL cannot get technology to determine where the ball is for a first down or TD is crazy. Talking to an NFL friend of mine last week. What did he say? They don't want to know. They don't want to know. They want the ability to pull a lever when they need to pull the lever. And I think that's the only explanation as to why they don't have first down technology. It's the only thing that makes sense. And what is a catch? The DB had the ball. It hit the ground. Then the KC wide receiver ended up with it. The ball would have had to move for the DB to the wide receiver, which means it was incomplete.
Yeah. Yet somehow it's a completion to Worthy.
When neither player, and it's everywhere online, you can read the NFL rule book on your own. I know we don't go and fact check stuff, but
right. We're just, anyway.
By the letter of the NFL rule, when neither player has control of the ball and the ball makes contact with the ground, it is an incomplete pass.
Rocket science.
Unless it's Kansas City. And was there a flag or not? Interesting that the TV did not show the whole field to show if there was a flag or not.
We need to talk about this on the Kincaid play. So watching the broadcast, the Kincaid drop happens, flag come flat. You don't physically see the flag, but on the broadcast, the flag icon shows.
What happened was there is a guy on the sideline who has an earpiece in, who works for television and is in communication with the NFL officials. When an official throws a flag, they have a button on their hip. He hits that button and they yell, flag, 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 so that all of the officials understand there is a flag. The guy for TV on the sideline hears the official on the field yelling flag, flag, flag. So he puts his arm up in the air, which signals that the spotter, you guys, this is probably way too much. So Jim Nantz and Tony Romo are in the booth. They have a statistician with them, and they have a spotter, a guy that's got binoculars who's watching certain things. The guy with the orange glove who puts his hands up to say TV timeout, penalty. The spotter, when there's a penalty, taps Jim Nantz on the shoulder and points to the field and is saying flag. That's why Jim Nantz said flag on the play. There's a flag on the play. Because the guy put his arm up in the air because the official threw a flag on the field and was yelling flag, flag, flag in the communication, on the communication channel. And then all of a sudden there was no flag. And the flag was probably defensive holding.
Yeah, I don't think that's what. I mean, I'm not saying that process is wrong. I think people thought there was going to be a flag on the Bills if he had caught that ball.
I think it was a defensive holding flag, and they picked it up. I think that it is more like, and I see what you're saying. Like, there was no penalty because they had a flag ready to go.
Yeah, that's what people
Kincaid had caught the ball.
Yeah.
I think it was a defensive holding call. And I think they picked the flag.
If that's the case, that's even worse, in my opinion.
Because there is clear defensive hold, but there's defensive holding on every play.
Yeah.
Everybody's all up in arm about the face masks where both guys on one play had their hands in there and there was no flag. Yeah. Anyway. Let's see. Jay Chapman, did Houston take the basketball crown from Kansas Saturday? Who cares? We're talking NFL. Phil Venzer. In college, head coaches can blackline the official should, by the way, I have no idea what
are you talking about, Phil?
It's too early to be drinking, Phil. Lumendersky, hello. The refs are in a contract year in Kansas City. There you go. Okay. Okay. Did the NFL do a Michigan? Okay. Okay. Let's see. Who else? Charisse. Hey, good morning, everyone. Hi, Charisse. I think it's no longer coincidental. That's what I think. I do think that even though it was a clean hit on Allen, if that was Patrick, they would have called it a roughing the passer.
Yeah.
He gets them all. Richie Dubs. Ho ho. No real Chiefs fan would say go Kansas City. No, they would say let's go scumbags is what they would.
Let's go roller food.
Giggity. If Kincaid makes the catch 100%, they would have called holding on Buffalo.
Yeah.
Do you guys think so?
100%. Yep. I agree with that. I agree. I think it fits right into the conversation. If, again, because they're driving down the field. And again, watch the play develop, right? Josh Allen is under big pressure. Spags brought the corner blitz for the first time that night. And somehow Josh Allen puts it right on Kincaid. Now, admittedly, Kincaid has to dive for it. It's not just an easy gimme catch, but he should have caught the ball.
How do you not catch that ball?
Yeah, and he didn't catch the ball because he was diving from his right to his left and tried to catch it with his arms, not his hands. That's
how do you not catch that ball?
But yeah, I do think that flag would have been holding on the Bills and brought that back. Yeah.
That feels like a reach to me. I don't want to. The bottom line is, you're saying if he catches the ball, it would not have been a catch anyway.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay. For Allen to get that ball anywhere close to him was amazing.
Yeah, and that's the shame in all of this is Josh Allen is just as capable as Pat. Like Josh Allen can do anything that Patrick Mahomes can do. And furthermore, I would say he rushes better than Pat does. He runs for more productivity than Pat does.
Do you think that they expand instant replay to fix this stuff?
I don't think they'll ever change instant replay for first downs. I agree with you. They're always going to want that drama. I do think that instant replay,
the unnecessary roughness hit 2 weeks ago.
Yes, I think that instant replay will come for that stuff. Yes, I do.
I hope it does. I really do. Joey Zay, NFL should hire Connor Stallions as a ref. Have him wear wigs and sunglasses during the game.
Sign Steeler guy.
Eric Wasikowski, you Florida prick. Only team that can beat Kansas City seems to be the Motor City Kitties lately. You're hurting as a Lions fan, aren't you? Are you guys at all even mildly happy for me?
About what?
The Chicago Bears and our amazing coaching staff.
Yay!
Okay. Thanks for that. Vlad Kristamanov.
Hey, Vlad, yeah.
The ref thought Kincaid caught the ball, and that's why there was a flag. It was going to be a penalty against the Bills. Okay. David Persons, hello. The NFL wants buttloads of money to win. The Chiefs winning seems to be the best way to make several buttloads of money. So, maybe not. Okay. You gotta catch that, Kincaid. Get it? Not you.
See what he did there.
Because he went to Utah.
Yeah, not a good night for a Utah player with the Bills.
The eye patch. Yeah, Kincaid should have caught the ball. Richie Dobbs. The crazy thing is it's not illegal for the NFL to fix games. Not saying they are fixed, just saying it's not illegal. Yeah. Boyd Lake. Kincaid did dive, did not catch with his hands, and that's why there was a drop. Cradling the catch is hard to do at that angle.
Yes,
I would agree.
It is.
I would agree when you're moving
horizontally
and the ball's going,
perpendicularly
to the guys,
right.
And
stay hard
and stuff.
Right.
I would agree. Let's see. Boy, you guys are you okay. Joseph Carruthers, KC wins, Buffalo doesn't. You really think they won fair and square? Any chance a Kansas City Chiefs fan is willing to say we get a lot of help?
See, again, this is another opportunity for sports fan to be reasonable. Hey, yeah, I'm a Chiefs fan. We get help. We're in the Super Bowl. Suck it.
Look,
if you would just say that, it would be fine.
I'm a Chicago Cubs fan. Our owners are terrible. See, I did it.
Yeah.
I can say we traded for a has-been, never was closer. Totally fine. Chelsea Football Club. We're never beating City. We got plowed by City. And the Bills got cheated and should be going to the Super Bowl.
Again.
Because I think without those calls, Wasikowski, the Bears are filled with washed-up coaches. Okay. Now they're washed up.
Okay.
When they were in Detroit.
Okay, BJ.
Ooh.
Okay.
BJ?
Yeah. Ben Johnson.
If you could not refer to the Bears in a manner of fellatio, that'd be great. That'd be awesome. Jay, the NFL is known for entertainment purposes only, which is the WWE.
Right, but here's the problem, bro. How is it that the WWE is more predictable than the NFL? How does that happen, dude? Come on, bro.
Come on. Mike Smith, Detroit should have been in the NFC Championship.
Well,
okay. Old Tatanka. Even if they add more instant replay, doesn't matter. They'll call what they want anyway. They will. They will.
You're not wrong.
They will. I just laughed at the Cowboys hire, though. God, can you believe that, Eric?
What an idiot.
Like, what is Jerry Jones doing?
What an absolute idiot.
No, I'm not playing your stupid games today, Wasikowskinator. I'm not going down the Jerry who kills skeeters with tweezers and salts his McGriddle.
Shades on his stadium windows.
Ooh, dick. Jeff Johnson. So many Cowboy fans are upset. It is what I did not know until they made that Brian Schottenheimer hire how many Cowboy fans were in my life. I had no idea. Geoff, hello. Good morning, sir. I will not be excited for anything other than the Super Bowl food this year.
You know, and that's the other part of this is that now we've entered the sports dead window, right? Now we're in NHL, NBA, and we have one football game left, and that's it. Like, that's the window we're in now. So let me get this right. We went out on the Chiefs getting a bunch of calls to win a ball game. That's what's so painful about it, dude. Like.
So you're saying Philly isn't winning the Super Bowl?
God, no, hell no. Not a chance.
So you don't think.
Not a chance.
You don't think that they're going to make calls like that in the Super Bowl?
Oh, they will. They will. 100%. They will. Yep.
KC's a 2-point favorite, 49.5. Mercedes-Benz Dome in Nolens. 2 weeks from now, February 9th. You can't do that in a championship game. Do you really think they'll do that?
Yeah, they just did. I mean, that was the AFC Championship.
AFC champion. You think they would do that?
Yeah, I do. I think they want the three-peat.
Is the Super Bowl tainted by having the Chiefs in it?
Yeah, it is.
Ooh, okay.
I don't think that we're getting like it used to be. Like when I was a kid growing up, it used to be that the Super Bowl was this deal where obviously the halftime show, the commercials, like it wasn't just the game you were watching for. But now the only reason we're watching the Super Bowl is for the commercials and the halftime show.
The wings. Are we going to have like a?
Yeah, we can have a wing out, dude.
With the quad virus going around,
Yeah.
Are we going to have a Super Bowl party?
How do you get the quad virus,
bro? Later show. But are we with the? The air conditioner or the heater in the studio is so loud that when it turns off, it's like, are we? Yeah. I mean, are we winging it off? My wife.
Okay, dude, this is a family program. Winging it off, dude.
Yeah. I told you, Mississippi, isn't it Mississippi? That's $1,000 fine now.
Yeah.
My wife, I don't know if she'll allow me to get wings. I might not be allowed. My hot ass wife, unlike Oak State James,
right? My
hot ass wife, when we were sitting in the hot tub yesterday, we were actually talking about
macaque.
We were, trust me. But we were talking like, are you having Super Bowl parties right now? Like when you're dog sitting for me on Valentine's weekend, because I'm going up to Seattle.
Right.
Like, are you guys at all worried about, because like the flu season this year has been devastating. Like the two ends, oh my God.
I haven't seen that. I'm not saying you're wrong. I just hadn't seen it.
Did you watch the Farmers Open this weekend?
Yeah.
Ludwig Gobert throwing up on the golf course.
Well, that's the new thing, dude. You throw up on the sideline.
Amazing. Anyway, are we having a Super Bowl party? I think it's an interesting question. The Chad Carter. Jake, usually reasonable and sports fans don't belong in the same sentence, which would be leaving Ohio State for Penn State.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
We got to talk about that in a minute.
By the way, is your water still on and everything? How's that working out for you?
His well thing.
Yeah, his well thing.
Mike Smith, BJ, that coach blows. Bada
See what we did there?
Big John. Good morning, Big John. In my humble opinion, the NFL has been rigged for a long time, but now it's more out in the open. Okay. The eye patch. Well, then go Eagles.
Yeah.
Okay. Carruthers, Lions are a franchise that doesn't win. Never won a Super Bowl. Or wait a minute. Have they ever won a Super Bowl? I know right now they're one of the longest droughts for a championship, the Lions. I really thought this was a year. Couldn't believe it. Phenomenal Hebrew. And we have people literally trying to turn college football into the NFL, National Fraudulent League, NFL.